All right, welcome back, everyone, to another episode of New House, Same Address. I'm joined today by Eric and Karis. Per usual, my great guests and friends join me today. Today we're going to talk about something that I think is on the public's mind, and we really need to address it strongly and quickly. It's scary stuff that's coming down the pipe, of course, which is, of course, the ads of doing shower replacements in one day. Is it possible, or is it just a scam to get people to call you? Talk to me.
All right. The short answer is yes, it can be done. I have seen it with my own eyes.
So
it is possible.
Mm-hmm.
Your own eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Prove it.
Okay.
Pictures, or it didn't happen?
Yeah, I can do some pictures. Yes, it is possible with certain materials and a certain system.
What's a certain skill set?
Takes skill also.
I have a very particular skill set.
Yeah. Most of your one-day bath companies are using a panel system.
Okay.
So what I mean by that is you have panels that are cut to fit your exact shower space. Mm-hmm. Usually acrylic, some sort of solid surface product, something pretty easy to work with, grout-free. It's solid panels. And the claim to one day is very possible. And we're usually talking about removal of a fiberglass one-piece unit.
Oh, okay.
And then putting the new system in place.
Gotcha. So if you had a tile shower, maybe expect a little bit longer, or do you still think it could be done in a day?
It can be. Tile showers can present problems once you get into it.
Right.
You may find some things that delay the process. For us, we usually tell people at least 2 days, just because we don't want to tell you a day and you expect to use your shower that night and then
and you can't.
Right.
Okay.
And generally, it can be done. I've seen this too. Shower door also installed, completely finished in a day.
Wow.
It is possible.
Okay.
I mean, it's possible. We would rather under promise, over deliver.
Right.
Ideally. Yeah. Ideally. But it is kind of tricky if you only have one bathroom. Of course, the time frame can really be a benefit. I've seen it done as well. I've seen it done really well. Just we usually give people a 2-day window. Right. But that is just for the tub area. It's not for the whole bathroom remodel.
Okay.
If you get into a whole bathroom remodel, we're talking about a whole different kind of process.
Yeah. Right. That's a good distinction. So when it comes to the actual panel system itself, as we're talking about here, and you tell me, no, I think we can actually do it in one day, or it is at least possible we can do it one day. To me, initially, I think, okay, that's got to be either cheap material or the labor is really bad. So, how would you combat that if I were to come to you with that kind of mindset or complaint, essentially?
Yeah.
If you were installing a tub shower conversion in my house.
Well, it's a legitimate concern because I've seen it. Poorly installed, sloppy workmanship. Generally, it's not a product problem. It's how it's put in.
Okay. More so than it's actually the product. Okay.
Yeah. So a lot of the one-day bath companies, and we offer some of the similar products, the common one being an acrylic panel system. And acrylic is used all the time in bathroom products. So it's a good product. It holds up. It cleans well. Non-porous, which means there's less surface pores in the material itself to collect. Like
water.
Soap, scum,
it's okay.
Mold.
All that kind of stuff.
Gross stuff.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Whereas fiberglass is a product that has a coating over it. And as time goes on, it wears away, which means it's harder to clean.
Okay.
So those are the main differences between a fiberglass and an acrylic tub shower system.
I gotcha.
Acrylic panel systems themselves are easy to work with. You can cut, snap, score with a razor blade.
Okay.
So it doesn't take a special set of tools to do one. So from that aspect, it has all the qualities of being able to do it efficiently.
Okay.
Which is the claim we can do it in a day.
Okay.
A lot of companies, have that. The key part, I think, is a skilled installer.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just because anyone can score and snap it doesn't mean they can do it well.
Such as myself.
Well,
it can be done crooked. It can be done too small, too big.
Yeah, and a lot of what I mean by that is a skilled installer is going to know the process and know efficiently how to move from one phase to the next.
Okay.
They've done it enough. They're confident on what needs to come next, and that is where a lot of your the ability to do it faster comes into play.
Okay. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
usually your new guys wouldn't be the ones doing it in one day. It would be someone who's been doing that for a while.
I gotcha.
They're going to, have that process down pat and know exactly. I mean, most of them that I've met that can do it in one day have a very defined system. They know exactly where their tools are on their tool trailer. They're very organized.
Yeah.
They have a very clear process of moving through a tub area, so that way they can stay on track and they know how to keep their records clean and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
it absolutely comes from confidence. Like, you've done it enough. You know exactly what needs to happen. You know exactly how to handle any minor differences from one job to the next.
Right.
And you're able to compensate and still get the job done.
Okay.
And that just comes from experience. And
Right.
having done it before.
Right.
So the short answer is yes, it can be done, and it can be done well.
Gotcha.
And it's not a scam. It's not a scam.
Okay.
Not a scam at
Fair
all.
enough. So now I'm curious. So from the company's perspective of installing, let's say some of our acrylic or even stone products or the panel systems that we can do in a day, can you maybe enlighten us and someone at home who's listening, who's interested about just a quick shower conversion? How would that process go? How would that look like?
Okay.
Not crazy detail, but not
Just-
but not too little to where it's just like, okay, you didn't actually explain anything.
Just the
We'll just go in there and do it.
perfect
And then it's
Goldilocks answer is what you're looking for. So a day. Let's just go with a day-long shower replacement. Starts with usually protection of the area, like drop cloths, that sort of thing, to the area they're working at. If it's a fiberglass unit, which we'll just go with, that's
Yes.
what we're working with.
Perfect.
We cut it in pieces. It's the fastest way to remove it. So usually 4 to 5 pieces. We'll just take a saw to it and cut it out. A lot of people don't understand that a fiberglass unit has no sheetrock behind it generally.
Okay.
It's just bare walls.
Yeah.
So as soon as that comes out, we'll inspect any plumbing, any issues going on there, and then immediately put drywall back where there is none. And we can then start putting in the new system.
Okay.
Most people are tearing out a tub and putting in a shower. So we'll install the shower base, connect the drain, and then put the walls up.
Gotcha.
So
Cut the holes where the shower head and stuff would go, and the handle and the plumbing
Yeah.
for the valve.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Does it have to be a specific type of drywall?
we typically do moisture resistant. One of the cool things about a shower system that is not tile, so it's a panel system, grout free, is it's waterproof. So there shouldn't be any water getting behind
Right.
the surface of the acrylic or stone panel anyway. But we usually, because of code, it's a moisture heavy area. We'll do moisture resistant drywall
Okay.
behind those panels.
Okay.
But you don't need special waterproofing or anything
Okay.
behind there because the panels themselves are waterproof.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, sounds like a pretty quick and easy process.
Yeah, once the panels are installed, we'll apply sealant in all the corners, put the finished plumbing trim on, shower door if
Yeah.
there is one.
Silicone, I imagine. Sealant.
It is a type of silicone, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
I have a question
Yes.
that hasn't been asked.
Okay.
So if you're going to take out an old unit and put in a new unit with a wall system, would you replace the valve that's in the wall?
Would I?
Well, not you.
I would.
If, as a homeowner, would it be smart to replace the valve?
I would.
I wouldn't
yes.
ask Justin to do it. I'd ask somebody
Yes.
else to do it.
there's a few.
Can you believe this?
I wanted a skilled person that knows plumbing.
Smart woman.
Yeah.
There's a few exceptions, but yes, I would recommend replacing it. If it's original to the house is 10, 20 years or more, for sure. Go ahead and update the plumbing there. If we have run into this before, the house is only a couple years old and something failed on the tile shower or the shower unit itself. Not necessarily a need to replace it at that point, but I would say 98% of the time it would be advisable to go ahead and change it out.
Gotcha.
It seems like a natural thing if you're going to have the
wall is already open. Yeah.
Opened up, and you don't want to have to keep going back.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and that's also the time to upgrade. Like if you wanted multiple shower heads or like body
sprayers.
Yeah, nice. That's the time to do it.
Or new plumbing. If there's like, some corrosive looking copper, I would say put back some the red and blue stuff. I can't
this is
think
why
of the
I
name.
wouldn't ask him to do it.
Yes, come on. I can do it. I know what it is. I just can't think of the name. PEX. That's it. Yeah. PEX is super easy and quick to put together and is watertight. So,
Yeah, that's
I even know the name for that. So, sorry.
It's all right. I just, draw a blank sometimes.
That's fine. What else you got? As far as
That's it.
That's it?
I mean, I think that covers pretty good about, the fears of someone who's interested in a tub shower conversion and actually what the installation process would look like, at least through Ozark Home Pros. So
and I would say a lot of this should happen up front, but if it is your only bathroom, then whoever you have doing it, they better know that.
Yes, that's a good point.
And you don't want them to rush through it, obviously. But if you only have one bathroom, then have that conversation up front so that the expectation is set on, well, we're going to try to do it in a day. It may go to 2 before you could use it.
And they can call you ahead of time before you just get home after work and realize you can't take a shower.
Yeah, for sure. So communication is always key.
Ideally.
On these ideally, yes.
Always ideal to communicate.
Yeah.
Right. So just keep that in mind.
Okay.
Too. Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. Well, that's all I got. That's all you guys got.
That's all I can think of at the moment.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thanks, guys, for tuning in to another episode of New House, Same Address. We appreciate you guys. We'll talk to you in the next one.